Okay, hello, greetings and welcome, folks. Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, so we got some more questions on Sung. This is something that comes up a lot. And rather than talk about Sung, I want to go through the exercises to achieve Sung. So the first and the most obvious are the 5 loosening exercises from Master Wang Shenqian's lineage. These 5 loosening exercises create a basic platform for cultivating Sung and Tai Chi. It gives you a loose body when you can relax and hang the muscles. Then when you open the joints and tune the body into the feeling of life force, it's much easier. So it gives you a head start. If you're doing weights or any type of power training or high intensity training, between rounds, do one of the loosening exercises. And you'll find you get a lot more benefit out of the session. All right, so that's the first is 5 loosening. There's 5 exercises in it. It's available online. You'll find lots of videos on it if you haven't learned it before. The next is the Building the Ball Qigong set. The outcome you're after with this is to pore breathe. So you develop sensitivity in your hands first, so that you're able to get sensitivity in your skin to be able to pore breathe. So pore breathing, building the ball, that's the next set of exercises that you need. Once you've got these 2 in place, now you're in a position where you can loosen, hang the muscles from the exercises from the 5 loosening, and now tuning the awareness to vital energy allows you to peak the feeling of vital energy, which produces potential transformation. So this produces the potential for Sung. Hello. Oh, be careful. Okay, so we have this sequence now. 5 loosening for loosening the body. The building the ball for getting the mind into the right place, how to tune the body to life force. When you put those 2 exercises together with the whole body pore breathing, you automatically start producing Sung. Sung really means to transform energy from one state into another. The next exercise are the power stretching exercises. Put both your hands out, stretch towards a point several meters away from you, and power stretch the joints open from the center of the joints, and then switch to magnetic, and then from the periphery pull the joints open. 10 seconds of power stretching each way. I've got videos on the power stretching exercises on the Elastic Force Qigong channel, where you'll find most of this. The 5 loosening might be on the Elastic Force channel, but I'm pretty sure I put it on the Tai Chi channel. Okay, so from there we move from the power stretching to the throwing. What the power stretching exercises do is they get the joint open in such a way that you get a sense of potential power. When you do a power stretch and go to building the ball, you'll notice the amount of energy in your body is amplified. You can feel more energy, your bones are radiating energy. It's a basic power exercise, but what that does is it allows you to feel the energy and produce the relaxation with that energy to produce Sung in different ways, which means to transform energy from one state into another. So this cultivates raw power. The next set of exercises, and the 10 power stretches, there's 10 of them. Now the next set of exercises are the 10 throwing exercises. Now with the throwing exercises, when you transfer your whole body weight through a throw, it forces the joints open further. It's that mass momentum, the wave carrying through the joints, which forces everything open. And this ballistic type of training activates fascia connections differently to the power stretch. You put these 2 together. Now these throwing exercises, there's 4 different types, and there's 10 throws of each. So you have 40 throwing exercises. And what this does is it connects your body in different ways. And each one of the throwing exercises is quite unique in that it does a different thing. Okay, now the next exercise is a bathroom scale exercise. You put your palms on a bathroom scale, push it up to about 10 kilos. So that might be around 20 to 25 pounds. Now once you have that weight on the scales, and you put the scales on the wall and you're pushing horizontally into it, use muscle, whatever it takes to get there. But once you're there, now relax and hang the muscles and just do it through doing a power stretch. Power stretch the joint open, maintain the same measurement on the bathroom scales, and then start relaxing. So you move from muscle to joint power stretch to hanging the muscles and relaxing, and you maintain that 10 kilos of mass on the bathroom scales. Keep doing that until you can just put a power stretch and relax your mass onto the bathroom scales. Now once you have that relaxed mass at 10, move to 15, to 20, 25, 30. Just keep going upwards in 5 kilo increments until 5 kilos becomes too much of an increment, and then move to 1 or 2 kilo increments and continue along that journey. I found that if you want to get your whole body weight there, it'll take a really committed 1 year of high intensity effort to do that. Most people never get to their whole body weight because they don't train it every day and commit themselves to the process. It's usually only got most high intense sort of kung fu guys that really want to punch like a truck who are going to go to that level to get their whole body weight to arrive. I've never exceeded the high 90s myself, and I'm quite a big person, so it takes a lot of effort to get to 100%. All right, so from there, the bathroom scale exercise, we move on to the rebounding exercises, where a partner loads their body weight onto you, you touch their base, you relax underneath, you stretch your joints through them, stretch through their facial web, and give them a bounce. Now the person who's feeding their weight feeds off a wall first. They touch the wall and push themselves off the wall about 1 meter. You need this measurement of 1 meter. It's really important in that the person transfers their weight onto the wall in such a way to put their weight onto their hands and push themselves away from the wall. Now once you've got this feed off the wall and then they push themselves off you in the same way, 1 meter, any adjustments you make within your field of consciousness, within your feeling of energy and your physical body mechanics is going to affect that measurement. So this is really important that the feed is consistent, because as you tune the elasticity of your body, the springs in your body to relax and stretch via sung, that relaxation and stretching, is taking place, will form a type of measurement of when I relax in this way, I can release more and build the springs elasticity in my body. So that's super, super important. Okay, I'm at my destination. Now, the next step to look at is once you've been doing the rebounding exercises for a while, your partner moves around your body and touches your shoulders, touches your elbow, touches your arms, touches your back, and from the point of contact connects to the ground. And as they connect to the ground, there's a sense of, how do we put it? Their center of gravity is high, and they're putting their weight through your body to the ground. As they do this, there's a very distinct feeling of floating, and then you come underneath their float and relax and sink, produce more sung to get underneath them. And this is super important, because if you don't get that feeder correctly and consistently producing the downward sung to loop underneath their base, you won't be able to get that sung to produce sinking within your body from rebounding and from this exercise. From here we start experimenting on all different types of sung. what type of sung is going to give you the best result. Now, there's types of sung which relax and let go of the body. There's types of sung which produce rebounding forces, and we want to investigate both. All right, let's settle with that one. As you get energy to transform, you can use the energy to transform tension and release tension within your own body. This is sort of generally accepted as sung is a relax of tension from one state into a loose state, and that's sung. As you develop that concept of sung, so these don't have too much sugar in them. I'm sure they do, but we just have to deal with it. All right, so sung now becomes the awareness of energy, your mind having the idea of relaxing energy from one state into another. What we want to do is to transform energy into power. This is super important. When you take any type of energy, a force from another person, and you relax that force, send it down through your body, through the elasticity of your body, you end up with a transformation of energy from one state into another. And that transformation of energy from one state into another gives you the potential. No idea what they are, but they look interesting. All right, so it gives you the potential to understand what sung is and exactly how to capitalize on that transformational ability. Now, your next exercises from here is to touch your training partner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Is to touch your training partner and look for tension in their body. Now, they might just tell you, I've got tension here and here, and you go to that tension. When you go to that tension, your mind senses it, and then you begin relaxing and producing sung. Sorry about this, guys. It's called multitasking, I think. I feel like I'm showing the world all my bad habits. $10. Thank you. All right, so you've touched your training partner. They've told you where they have tension in their body. You put your mind in the tension, and then you produce sung to release the tension. Now, in this case, sung is following the authentic concept of producing relaxation. Here, sung is to relax, but you're not relaxing you're relaxing someone else. And the reason why this is so important is that you've got to train your mind to work outside of your body to efficiently work inside your body. If you're body dependent through body consciousness, you haven't got sung. That's not what sung is. Sung is a mind quality, not a body relaxation quality. So when your mind can insert itself inside another person and relax them, now you're at a place where you can put your mind inside a person and heal them. You're in a place where you can bring them into a state of equanimity. You're in a place where you can produce a very deep sense of well-being, of happiness, different high emotional states, and now you're starting to understand how to give transmissions. So let's say you use a particular jhana that you've been practicing, a type of meditation state. And this jhana state it's sort of like the crown of your years of practice to hold your mind on a meditation object really cleanly with a underlying quality of release inside that concentration. Unmovable mind. Now you're teaching someone, guiding them through, you put your mind inside them and you transmit that quality that you've worked so hard to attain, you give it to the person. You use Sung to give them concentration. Now this is the real value of Sung, to give transmissions, to take vibrational states of mind that you've achieved through many decades of practice and give it to someone else. Transmit that energy to another human being to make them, the next generation, better. This is the purpose of Sung development. When you train this quality of Sung with an idea of doing it for the benefit of others, there's a very, very deep sense of satisfaction that it's a contribution to the group consciousness. Now, it's interesting that the older people get, the wiser they get in relation to maintaining and developing the group consciousness. If you're not making the next generation better than the last generation, there's something wrong with you. You're a narcissist. If you're not giving 100% of you to your students, you shouldn't be teaching. If you're not giving every secret you have to make them better, you should not be teaching. A teacher is there to make the next generation far better than themselves. Hey Harley, I'm just in the middle of making a video, so everyone, this is Harley.
Hello. Good thing did you go and get some of those cups?
Yep.
I was headed there, obviously I was heading the wrong direction.
There's one that way and that way. This one's a touch closer.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll go back to this video. I bought 3 for you.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. Okay, so back onto the video. Now, Sung. So it's a mental quality. Once you understand it, whatever vibrational state you can put yourself in, you can connect to someone else easier through touch to transmit the vibrational state into them. So you're doing an intrinsic energy, a type of, let's say one of the 8 energies. Say you're doing roll back, magnetic state, creating vacuum. You touch your partner, you run it through them, roll back, and they get affected. Now there you explain the body mechanics, the feeling mechanics, the mind mechanics, how to produce that energy, you demonstrate it, and you get them demonstrate it on someone else. You touch them, and you run the rollback energy through the student who's practicing on another person to make it work on that third person. So now we're in a place where we can train the energy to give all these different intrinsic energies to other people. So what's the information I need? They need the body mechanical model, they need the feeling qualities and what mechanic generates those feeling mechanics. So like in rollback, it's plucking the joints, it's magnetic, it's mental vacuity, it's suction, it's collapsing space, releasing time, and you pull the person's balance out after you've adhered to it. So you cultivate it in yourself, then you demonstrate it, then have the person you demonstrate on do it on someone else, or you run the energy through them, and until they have the energy, they have the concept. This is how you give direct transmission. Direct means touch. You learn it directly from the person. Okay, so in the development of Sung, there's a lot of different exercises in there. Most of this stuff is on my Vimeo channel. I won't say all of it because some of it's split between the Tai Chi channel and the Elastic Force channel. Do the Elastic Force first, and go through the exercises, developing the mental quality of the energy. And once you learn how to transform with your mind, now you understand Sung. So I hope this further helps answer some of these questions on Sung, how to develop it. And those are the exercises I believe are the quickest path. You're only looking at a few months to be able to reach this point. It's not a long period of time, but in that few months you've got to put quite a few hours a day of effort in, minimum 2-3 hours a day. And over a few months you'll have it. All right, thanks for your time, and I'm almost at my hotel, and see you on the next video.